Hello guys, welcome back to Cheapest Chips. My name's Craig and we are talking perks today. Now, before I get onto this subject, I'd really like to just talk quickly about the big announcement that's going to be happening over the next 24 hours, and that, I believe, is the Sony PlayStation 4. Now, this is really good news. I believe that we are going to be finding out the specs of the console, maybe get a glimpse of what this console is going to look like. Either way, it's very exciting news. It should be exciting for Xbox players as well, because it really does mean that the Xbox 720 will probably be announced within the next few weeks, because they're never far behind each other, whatever they do. And it should give us a rough idea of the specs of each console, because they're never too different, are they? So anyway, let's move on to today's subject. I want to talk about perks. And what I'm going to talk about today is the perks that I use and how I think that they can make you a better player. I'm not going to go through each perk individually, and the reason I'm not going to do that is because everybody has played this game now for 4 or 5 months. They already know what they like to use. So what's the point in trying to teach you guys to suck eggs? Oh, look guys, look, this is what Ghost does. It hides you from the UAV. You're going to sit there and think, yep, we know that. What are you telling us that for? Well, I'm not going to. All I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what I use, and hopefully you can apply these methods and it will make you a better player. It also can depend on what kind of a player you are, what game mode you're playing, and that can influence the decision of a perk. For example, if you are playing, let's say, Headquarters or Capture the Flag, you're probably going to want to use Extreme Conditioning. Let's say, for example, that might be what you would choose. However, let's begin. Perk 1. I always use Hardline. The reason I use Hardline is because I normally use high-end kill streaks, but this can be just as effective even if you're using the lower-end kill streaks. And what I mean by this is that basically you can get your Lightning Strike out. It will get you 3 or 4 kills, and it will put you straight back up to your UAV virtually. Now you're going to get these 1 or 2 kills quicker, or 1 or 2 caps quicker, or defends, for example. Either way, Hardline, although massively overused on this game, there's a reason it's massively overused. It's because it's extremely effective and it's extremely helpful. And there's not that many people that don't use this perk on the game. I also use that all the time in conjunction with Ghost. Now people will turn around and say, oh my god, you're a noob, you use Ghost. That's not really the case. Most good players who like to flank and rush they use Ghost, and the reason they use Ghost is extremely effective. There's a lot of UAV spam on Black Ops 2, and Ghost is a way of getting in and around the enemy and their spawn without being targeted. Perk 2. Now, this is a no-brainer for me. It's Toughness. Toughness is the best second perk on the game. Now, people who don't use Toughness, they're in for a world of shizen, really. Let's be honest. If you're using Scavenger, it doesn't matter. People will say, yeah, but I like to stay alive. I like to get the Scavenger packs. There's a reason that people use Toughness. It's because when you take it off, your gun bounces over the enemy's head. You're shooting at them, and it's like you're having some sort of epileptic fit. And just because they get 2 bullets off on you, you die first. It's extremely frustrating. We all know for a fact that this game has some issues. Why make it harder for yourselves than it already is? Toughness every single time, guys. This is a no-brainer. It has to be used. If you want to use 2 perk slots for perk 2, then go ahead and do that, and you can maybe use it in conjunction with Scavenger, but I don't bother. I just use Toughness, and that's my second perk. Perk 3. Now, this perk is between 2, really, in my opinion. It's between Tap Mask and Dexterity, and it all depends for me on what I use on my weapon. If I use Quick Draw on my weapon, then why would I use Dexterity? Because the only other reason for using Dexterity would be to climb up, let's say, for example, ledges or through windows quicker. But the other advantage of using Dexterity is that you can aim down your sight quicker. If I'm using Quick Draw on my weapon, I won't use Dexterity. I'll use Tactical Mask. Tactical Mask is pretty important on this game. It does help a lot. I didn't think there was a lot of shock charges on this game until I played a game of Team Deathmatch today, and it was just full of them. Either way, guys, that's my opinion on the perks that you should be using on this game. Try them out, see if it makes you any better, and I'll see you next time. Have fun gaming, guys, in a bit.
Affirm, Dragon 1-1 has your target at 150 meters, 3230. Good effects, targets destroyed.